Now we're working on the order of operations. The order of operations. The order of operations is a set of rules used to find the value of any expressions that has more than one operations. Again, the order of operation is a set of rules used to find the value of expression that has more than one operation. You can see we use PEMDAS. Some of you may call it please excuse my D anti-Sally, and some of you may call it PEMDAS. But in reality, we divide this into 4 steps. All right. The first step to evaluate expressions, or to evaluate the value of any expression, we use parentheses first. So we would work with parentheses first. Second, we would work with exponent or power. And third, you would multiply or divide from left to right. And the last one, you would add and subtract from left to right. Again, the order of operations is a set of rules used to find the value of expressions that has more than one operation. You know what are the operations, guys? We use it only, there are 4 of them, right? We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Those are your operations. There's no more, right? So, let's say, for example, we have 5 to the second power plus parentheses 6.7 minus 3.1. So which one we would work first when you see these types of expressions? Based on what you just learned, what I just told you, we work with parentheses first. Is there any parentheses?
Yeah.
Yes, parentheses. So we would work with parentheses first. Okay? So to do that, let me erase. You guys know PEMDAS, or please excuse my D anti-Sally. Those are the phrases that you guys make sure you know. So you can remember. But I know you guys can remember PEMDAS, right?
Yeah.
Easy. So first thing first, we will work with parentheses. You guys know to subtract decimals, we should what? We should line up and add value, then we can start subtracting, right? Let's line up. We have 6.7 minus what? 3.1.
3.1.
Okay? All right, everything's okay. We line up. We don't have to add any values, right?
No.
1 turquoise 7 is what?
6.
6, right? Let's put everything's lined up. We can put it. And 3 turquoise 6.
3.
3.
3. All right.
No.
All right. So now we have this part. So here's what we do. We have to make sure you do it step by step, so it doesn't get too confusing. Okay.
Yes.
Let me put this so you know. We work first with parentheses. So we're done with the parentheses. That would be what? 3.6. Now, what is 5? Okay, before we do that, first, we work with parentheses. Is there any exponent? Yes, there's power, right? 5 to the second power. That's what we call exponent or power. 5 exponent 2 or 5 to the second power. So now, remember I told you, if you have something like this, 5 is your base, but 2 is your exponent, right? Exponent. And this is your base.
Yeah.
The exponent tells you how many times you multiply the base. So if it's the base to the second power, that means we multiply base 2 times. The exponent tells you multiply the base 2 times. So we have 5 to the second power. That's going to give you what?
25.
25. 5 times 5, which is 25. Now, we almost done, right? 25 plus 3.6. All we do, just like we work it out. Now, 25. How do we? So, how do we line this up? 25 plus 3.6. So, do we put 3 over there or 3 under 5? Where does 3 go?
3. 3. The 3 go under the 5.
Under the 5.
Let's go.
Very good. See?
I did that.
So now we can line up. Remember, after each whole number, there is a decimal. Even though you don't see it, it's invisible, but it's there. Okay? Alright, do we have to add value?
Yes.
Yeah, we add 0. We can add 0 there, but it's not important. So now, 6 plus 0, 6, right? 3 plus 5, 8. 0 plus 2, 2. So the answer is what?
28.6.
28.6. So that would be 28.6. Any questions? I know it's kind of new for you guys, but if you understand the steps, 4 steps, first steps is parentheses. You know, parentheses sometimes bracket, sometimes group. We can say parentheses or you work with the groups. Groups or bracket. This is a bracket, open bracket, close bracket. You know, so first thing first, you know, you work with parentheses. Second, we work with exponent of power. Okay, let's go with the second example. Alright, you guys don't have any question with the first example. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's work with the second one. We have parentheses negative 18 plus 6 divided by negative 2 to the second power. So which one do we work first? Any parentheses? Any parentheses? Or you would say no. There is parentheses. Parentheses. Yeah, there is parentheses.
Parentheses.
Yeah. There's parentheses. Yeah. We have parentheses. So let's work with the parentheses, right? Negative 18 plus 6. We just went on integers, right? You owe somebody $18 and you have $6 to give that person. How much you gonna have left?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Okay. That is easy, right? This is gonna give you negative 12. And now we have this. And next thing we have is power. Even though you see the parentheses shows that it's a negative power, right? So the base is negative. That's why we put the parentheses so you can see. Alright? So negative 2 to the second power. I know we just went to integers, right? When you multiply integers, what do you say? Same sign gonna give you what? Positive or negative? Positive. Same sign, negative times negative, it's positive. So you know it's positive. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay? Now you have negative 12 divided by 4. Okay? So we're gonna have what? Negative 12 divided by positive 4. So now we have a negative divided by a positive. What would be the answers? Right? When you multiply or divide integers, same sign is positive. What about different sign?
Negative.
Different sign will give you negative. Alright?
Yeah.
So that's gonna give you what?
Negative
Negative 12 divided by 4 is
3.
3. Okay? That would be negative
Negative
3.
3.
Yeah, see? Negative 3. Easy. Do I have to do the last one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, just do the last one.
Okay, let's do the last one. Alright, it's easy. First thing first, you look at the expressions. Alright? We call those types of expression numerical expression because there's no variables. You know, we don't get to algebraic expression yet, but there's a difference between numerical expressions or algebraic expression. There is a difference. Numerical expressions, we only deal with numbers and operations. Alright, but for algebraic expression, we're gonna have variables, what we call unknown. Okay? So unknown could be any alphabets. Unknown could be A. Let's say we have 6A plus 2. That is a numerical, that is an algebraic expression. Alright? Numerical expressions can have something like this. 6 plus 2 to the power of 2 minus 1. Those are numerical expressions. But algebraic expression, they have to have an unknown. You have to have an unknown, a variable, for it to be an algebraic expression. So we're gonna get to that. Alright. Okay, let's do the last one. Any bracket or any parentheses. Number 3, do you guys see any parentheses?
Yes.
Okay, there is parentheses. So which one is the parentheses? 2.5 times 3, right?
Yeah.
So you would work with that first. So what's 2.5 times 3?
Okay,
So
15.
7.5.
Okay, yeah, you talk.
It's at 7.5.
7.5, yeah, it's easy, right? So why? So whenever we multiply in decimal, we would treat the decimal as your whole numbers, but you need to make sure you count the decimal places. How many decimal places you have? Only one, right? So 3 times 5 is 15. Carry over 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Then you know each one decimal places, so you just put the decimal. That would be 7.5. So now let's finish with the bracket. Now we did the parentheses. Now we need to do the bracket. 11.5 minus what? Minus, now we need to line up. Minus 7.5. Right? Do we have to add values? No, everything is lined up, right? Alright, 5 take away 5.
0.
Or 5 minus 5 is 0, right? 7 take away 1.
Near above.
1 is less than 7, so we're gonna borrow from this, right? This is gonna
Yeah.
give you what? 0. And this is 11.
So 4.
7 take away 11, 4. So now we have 4, but it's 4 to the what? To the second power, right? 4 to the second power. So what is 4 to the second power?
16.
4 to the second power is 16. You guys understand? 4, let me write it so you can see. 4 to the second power. Remember what I said? The exponent tells you how many times you multiply the base. So 4 to the second power, 4 is your base and 2 is your exponent. So it's 4 times 4, which is 16, right? So, we're done with that now. We're done with the parentheses and bracket. So we don't worry about that now. Okay? So we're gonna do the division now, which is 4 number 3. We have 36 divided by what? By 16, right?
Yes.
Okay, simple. Now it's done. So let's do 36.8 divided by 16. Alright, so now we have a decimal divided by a whole number. So, do we have to do anything on the outside?
No.
No. The outside is a whole number, so we're gonna move the decimal to
The top.
the top. Alright? So, can 16 go to 3?
No.
No. Can 16 go to 36?
Yes.
Yes. How many times?
2 times.
2 times. 2 times 16 is 32. So 2 take away 6 is what?
4.
4. and that will be 0. We're gonna bring down the 8.
The 8. Yeah.
Alright? So how many times can 16 go to 48?
3 times.
3 times. Well, we gotta think about that. Alright, 3 times 16 is 48. And the answer is 2.3, right? So 2.3 will be the answer. Alright? So, again, the order of operation is a set of rules used to find the value of any expressions that has more than one operations. Yeah, this has more than one operation. There's one operation here, right? There's another one. If you look at it, there's more than one operation. So the order of operation is a set of rules used to find the value of expression that has more than one operations. I think it should be easy for you guys.